all moved into our new room and I wanted to share what it looked like with you guys. It turned out really well and I absolutely love this space, and I know we're only here for a few months, but I still think that it's going to be an excellent place to be living while we are here. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'll show you what our new bedroom looks like. So walking into this room, I feel like the first feeling that you really get is just that of peacefulness. I'll show you guys in a bit, but there's this really lovely view looking out over a pond and this gorgeous Japanese maple, and also just the colors of this room are very neutral or, you know, earthy, and I find it so soothing and relaxing to be able to either work from home or come home to this. We used to have these in our living room and we had two stacked on top of each other, but since we have transferred our bed to the floor, we decided to use this as a bedside table. So on the top left, we just have a wax warmer, and I think Tahitian vanilla is the scent that we're burning in there right now. There's also an aloe vera, and guys, I don't know if you saw this plant at our previous apartment, but this thing was hardcore, just on its last legs and dying at our old apartment because we were facing north, but now we're facing west, and so we get a lot more ambient sunlight in, and it's already started growing just since moving here. On the bottom left, we have my jewelry kind of stacked in two little boxes, and on the right, we have a handmade basket from Uganda that my sister actually gave me for Christmas, and that holds things like watches, lip balm, just things that it's helpful to have by the bedside table for when you're getting ready in the morning. Our bed setup really hasn't changed very much at all over the past year. Still have the same comforter and several decorative pillows, which I actually use quite frequently. I enjoy working from bed or doing my classes from bed, and so what I usually do is help use those to make my space a little more comfortable. And then over on the far left corner, you'll actually see my computer case and also a book that I'm currently reading, and I usually keep those either on my bed during the day or just to the side of my bed during the night. And then moving on this direction a little bit, we just have our laundry hamper, which Christopher and I share. Definitely our biggest feature at this apartment is our shelving unit, and so I'm just going to walk you through it really quickly. On the bottom here, I have my camera bag on the right that was given to me for Christmas, and it holds not only my camera, but a lot of my camera gear and also some of my computer gear as well. My hard drive lives in there. On the left-hand side, I keep all of my undergarments, so my bras and underwear, socks, gets put in that brown basket at the bottom. And then that next level has Christopher's socks and underwear, and I believe hats are also in there. He keeps his stuff there. Now, we definitely have a few more books than what we have in that shelf right there, but since we're only going to be here for the summer, Christopher and I decided to just bring the books that we were really hoping to read over the summer, and so we kind of condensed our collection and just left out some of our favorite ones, the ones we're planning to read over the summer. Box with the Eiffel Tower has a lot of our different, documents and records, and I think Christopher's paintbrushes are also in there right now. On the shelf right here, we have all of our dried goods and things like that, and I try to buy a lot of different snack foods and things like that in the bulk section. So we've got bulk dried mango and almonds, that type of thing. And to the left hand side, there is my trusty old tea basket. We might be here temporarily, but it does not mean I'm going to stop drinking tea. And then up here, I'm just using this area as kind of a plant shelf, trying to revive several of my plants that were struggling at our old apartment. And then all the way up here, I actually recently purchased a snake plant and decided that he would make a nice addition to my little plant family. And then also the bouquet of flowers is the one from Christopher and I's wedding. Moving on from here, we have the lovely window, and I'll see if I can get some of this beautiful view in for you guys. So my parents have a really beautiful pond in their backyard, and it's kind of covered by a Japanese maple, and this is just such a beautiful serene view, and if you open the windows at night you can actually hear the sound of the waterfall, and this has been one of my favorite things about moving here. So as you can see in this corner, I just have some dried cattails that when my mom was recently in Canada, she brought a bunch of cattails back for me, and we dried them and just decided to put them in this really beautiful vase. And I mean, it's not actually a live plant, but I still love the way that it looks. I've always had a thing for like dead plants as well as live ones, so. And then same thing, we have one of the crates that we had at our previous apartment, and I've just flipped it on its side. And at the bottom there, it's storing my makeup and my makeup mirror. And I just thought that was kind of a fun way of, you know, making it a little bit more decorative, but also being able to have something, you know, really useful that I use pretty regularly. And then we have this sort of Chinese style lantern that we use when we don't want to use the overhead light, which we generally try to avoid using the overhead light. So we'll frequently try to use that and the combination of that and the wax warmer instead. And then Christopher and I are actually still living out of our suitcases. So right there, the smaller carry-on suitcase is actually mine. The larger one is Christopher's, and I think at some point we're probably going to be getting a wardrobe to put all of our stuff into, but that hasn't happened yet. So for the time being, we're just using the two suitcases and kind of living out of those. Christopher is actually going to be working from home, so we have all of his computers and that kind of stuff set up for him now. Probably in the next month or two, he's going to start working from home a lot more regularly, so we've got that set up. And yeah, and you know, this is mostly his area of expertise. We have a really small trash can, not that it ever gets used, but we have it. And then we've got the speakers and just his dual monitors and computer and kind of an old office chair, which I think we might be getting rid of at some point and replacing it with a better quality one since he will be working from home. Well guys, there you have it. That is a tour of the room that we're living in. I'm not going to show you the bathroom because we really haven't done anything except put our toothbrushes and toothpaste and maybe our towels in there. But other than that, you know, it's still kind of decorated the way that my parents had it. As I might have mentioned previously, we are living with my parents for 2 months before our apartment opens up in Charlotte, and I know that a few of you requested to see the place where we were going to be living, and I wanted to share that with you guys. This is it, and it's such a fantastic temporary home. This room is so relaxing, so beautiful. I love the view and the way that we were able to just bring in a few things to decorate it to really suit who we are as people, and that's, you know, amazing. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this room is, or if you have any suggestions for small things we could do to maybe make it feel a little bit more homely while we're here. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe below. I would absolutely love to have you guys join the community that we have, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And until next time, I encourage you to live intentionally and to love well. Bye guys.